Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my newest video idea where I will be doing the playoff games on Madden, and we will see who Madden thinks is going to win. Now, I know I missed out on the wild card. I had some things going on. I couldn't do it, but here we are. We're starting with divisional round, and we're starting with what's going to be my favorite game, the Houston Texans versus the Baltimore Ravens. Yes, we are going to continue that. Now, the main difference I'm going to do, just to make sure this goes quickly, I'm going to actually make it 4-minute quarters, just so it could go quickly and I can fit all this in one video. I think it's about that. And can I do random? Yes, I can. I will do random weather so it's even, so there's no complaints. And let's get this started. I will not be commentating on this, so I will let you guys go. Peace.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, a two-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 14 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got Inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And Stroud now to throw. This one left side caught by Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Stroud to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They set up the screen to Hill. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Jackson on the move past the 40 and all the way down to the 33-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. And this is caught. It's Brown. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we go into halftime, which there is a second left, let's talk about the defensive game these guys have put on in the first half. Both sides have given up an interception. Baltimore would have had 2 had it not been for the defensive pass interference call, which I think might have been a little shady, but, you know, whatever. But anyway, guys, it is tied 3-3, Houston and Baltimore. I honestly, while I did expect a defensive game, I did expect a little more scoring. But hey, maybe we'll get that in the second half. But I'll see you guys at the end of the game. Peace.
Welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary. And that's a job well done there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Jackson gonna run, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Texans offense now readying for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Play action. Stroud now. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Three quarters in the books. Back now in Baltimore. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On first down, here's Stroud. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Now Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
They run here with Singletary. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, But now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Stroud to throw it. And he's got it. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that interception by Baltimore, the Baltimore Ravens win this game. Most likely win this game 10-3 unless Houston can make a ridiculous stop here. Oh man, the interceptions bit CJ Stroud in the ass. The Baltimore coverage was just too much for the rookie. Although he can't really get mad. He cannot get mad at this. He made it so much further than anybody ever expected him to. And that is something he could be proud of. But with this, if Baltimore gets this 1st down, Baltimore will move on to the AFC Championship.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd.
And just like that, Houston has used their last timeout. I'm not sure why Baltimore decided to throw the ball there, but hey, whatever. They got the 1st down and plenty more, and more than likely they will. Yep, they are kneeling the ball, and the game is over.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Again, I do apologize for the low scoring, but I did make them 4-minute quarters just so I could fit the whole game in one video and not have to make parts of it. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. Congratulations to Baltimore. They are the 1st team to get the Madden simulation win, and I will see you guys in the next video when we do San Fran versus the Green Bay Packers. Peace.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, in such a